Cooley is one of my all-time favorite anime series. It has some of the best art direction, one of the most amazing soundtracks, and one of the most fun and energetic storylines I've ever seen. It also has many genuine moments of emotion and heart. Fully Cooley Progressive and Alternative are the two sequel series to Fully Cooley that are coming out. Naturally, when I heard one of my favorite anime was getting two sequel series, I was immediately skeptical, considering Fully Cooley ended in 2001 and it's 2018 now. When a series receives a sequel or reboot after being done with for a long time, it can be hit or miss. Sometimes a reboot of a series can be thoughtful and interesting. It can provide a new perspective on an already existing franchise. A great example of this is the show Devilman Crybaby, which took a 70s manga property that has been reworked many times over the years and made it modern and interesting. However, sometimes there are series that I question what the reason for even bringing them back were. A great example of this would be the new God of War game. The game looks fantastic, and the gameplay looks amazing, but it feels strange that the God of War name is attached to it, considering it feels very much unlike God of War in a lot of ways. This is how I felt when I watched the first episode of Fully Cooley Alternative, which was released early as an April Fool's joke by Adult Swim. Episode 1 of Fully Cooley Alternative was very solid overall. It had fun, interesting moments, and brought back some nostalgia from the first series. But the only thing I kept saying to myself after watching it was, why is this called Fully Cooley? The reason I kept thinking that was because it felt very much like a different show with its own artistic vision. It felt sort of like its own show with some minor Fully Cooley elements, so to speak, particularly the return of the character Haru Haruka. It almost reminded me of the show K-On! In a way, since it featured a lot of slice of life moments with high school girls interacting. The episode overall was very charming and enjoyable though, but the Fully Cooley elements almost felt tacked on. It almost felt like the show should have been its own thing separate from the Fully Cooley universe. Then again, I do need to see Fully Cooley Progressive and Alternative in their entirety before I can truly judge whether or not they'll be good, but I just think sometimes reboots are unnecessary by nature. My hopes are high for both shows though.